Okay, here we are again with the house characteristics data, and this is an 8th video in the series on doing some analysis, some basic analysis on this data. We're looking at the house prices again, and in the last video we broke out the home prices by which school district they're in, either Eastville or Apple Valley, and we found descriptive statistics broken out by school district, and we saw that Apple Valley home prices tended to be higher. Now this time we want to see pictures or graphs of what's going on with this house price data by school district. So I'll be making a histogram for the Eastville house prices and then another histogram for the Apple Valley house prices so that we can do a comparison. Okay, I think I'll move this descriptive statistics data over, so I'll just insert some blank columns there. And now I want to create a column of bin values right here. Now I know the smallest price is $59,000 and the highest is $195,000. So I'll make my first bin at 60 and we'll go up by 20s, arbitrarily chosen. But we don't want too many bins and too many or too few. So these bins really represent class intervals. And now I'll make my first histogram. Go Data, Data Analysis, Histogram, press OK. Input range is Eastville, house prices, and then for the bin range I click in that window, highlight these values, labels in the first row, output range, let's have that right here in E4, and let's see the chart, that's the actual graph, the histogram. There we go. Okay, and like we made a histogram before, we want to clean this up a little bit. Let's see. I'll get rid of this frequency. Click on it once, hit delete. Let's get rid of this more category, which has nothing in it. Highlight these two cells. Right click, delete, shift cells up. Okay, let's get the bars together. Right click on the bars. Format data series. Change gap width to 0, fill, no fill, border color, solid, black, outline. Okay, looks better. These bins are actually prices. So I'll say price, thousands of dollars. And then we could have a title for this, let's say histogram of Eastville house prices. And that title is way too big, so let's go to the Home tab, shrink the font down to like 12. Okay, so that's better. Let me actually even smaller. Let's go 10. Okay, so that looks pretty good. Recall that these bin values are actually the upper bounds of each of these rectangles, even though Excel puts them in the middle of each rectangle. So let's fix that. We'll just change the heading to midpoint right here, and then this first interval actually starts at 40 and goes to 60, making a midpoint of 50. This one goes from 60 to 80, so the midpoint is 70, etc. And I'll just copy that trend down. I changed it here and it automatically got changed over here. Okay, so this is a nice histogram. Let's make another one for the Apple Valley School District, and we'll put that on the same scale, same bins. Go Data, Data Analysis, Histogram, change the input range and change the output range. Let's put that right here, press OK. There we go. And now I'll have to edit this graph too. I'll just move this graph over. Let's make it the same shape, same size. Everything's the same. Get rid of this frequency. Let's get rid of the more category. Right click, delete, shift cells up, press OK. Get rid of the gap width, format data series, no gap width, fill, no fill, border color, solid black line. Okay, the midpoints, let's change, just copy that here, paste that here, and the midpoints are correct now. And here we have again price in thousands of dollars. Okay, let's stretch this out a little bit more. And now change the heading. I'm going to copy this heading, copy, and then paste it in here. Ooh, but it pasted big, and it's Apple Valley. Okay, so change the font to 10, and unfortunately it got a little wrapped here, but I guess that's okay. Actually, I'll change it smaller. I don't like the wrapping, so I'll make this smaller too. I could also put a title outside of these histograms. And okay, so just about done. Let's just change the scale on the frequency axis, make them the same. Let's have them both go. See, the highest frequency is 22. Okay, I'll right click on the axis, format, min is 0, max, let's go to 22. We'll go up by 5s. It leaves a little, that's okay. Right click on this one, format, go to 22 by increments of 5, press OK. There we go. And now I can sort of see, it's not very obvious, but there's a heavier part of this distribution farther along the axis than in this one. We can kind of tell that the Apple Valley home prices tend to be a little bit higher on average. We saw that with statistics, and we can sort of see it graphically with these histograms. Now we could also do percent histograms. I did that in the previous video. I won't do it now, but we could convert these into percents, have a percent scale instead of a frequency scale. But that'll be good enough for this video. In the next video, I'll be showing you something else. Maybe I can show you dot plots instead of histograms. Okay, that's it for this video.